everyone, welcome to the webinar. I'm Rimfi, the host for this presentation. In today's webinar, I will focus on the optimal space utilization solution with Milesight occupancy and people counting sensors. So this webinar will last for about 1 hour with the Q&A section in the end. So please don't hesitate to type all your questions and we will answer you later. Thank you. So let's see what we've got for today. First of all, I'll provide a general introduction of our company and some background information to state the significance of focusing on space utilization nowadays. And also multi-space management solutions with our people counting sensors and occupancy sensors. Most importantly, I would like to bring you a more complete solution for applying all the processes. So if you have any question, please let me know. Let's get started. So first of all, you might want to know who we are. Milesight is a company which is a professional manufacturing and AIoT company. Believes that the complexity of security, connectivity, and communications can be integrated into AIoT solutions. Our development and distribution of these products and services demonstrate our commitment to the digital transformation for a safer, smarter, and more connected world. All of our experienced members are highly cooperative with each other for providing you with the best service, products, and support. And moreover, we're also working with distributors, solution providers, system integrators to support them in this ecosystem and build up comprehensive and end-to-end solutions together. Here are those partners we are cooperating with. So, Milesight is keep on doing more innovations and do more innovations in the future. So let's move to the part 2. In this session, I would like to explain why would I state the concept of space utilization. What unfavored results will incorrect space utilization brings to us in different scenarios, and what statistics should we get to manage and solve them. First of all, let me explain space utilization. Space utilization refers to a measurement of how well you're using and managing your space. The following points are the benefits of the space utilization. It's also an important step in understanding how to maximize ROI and make the best use of your space resources. So you're going to planning for some growth and understanding the facility costs, preventing workplace friction, and making some database decisions. Space utilization metrics relies mainly on space occupancy and light crossing people counting statistics, because those are all for improved strategic decision making, identification of opportunities for cost reduction, simplified space planning, and further analyze. Let me explain to you. Look at those representative scenarios we have met daily. Without those mentioned metrics like space occupancy statistics and light crossing people counting statistics, it is difficult to manage those places well. For instance, look at the office building. If you don't have those solutions, we're not able to contact and to detect the occupancy data, which would provide real-time information of rooms that are not in use. Also, people counting data could offer you analyzable data of peak time and rush hour of the buildings or offices. Without referring to those metrics, those problems listed will occur daily, such as the crowdedness and inappropriate staff management in a hospital. And you're really unable to arrange servants well in hotel. You're unable to track and manage staff and passengers in commercial buildings, and a lot of those things happens daily. Those things will do some negative influence to our life. So in this part, after explaining the demand for optimizing space utilization, here I would like to show two outstanding products for smart space solutions. VS121, the AI Workplace Occupancy Sensor, and VS132, the 3D ToF People Counting Sensor. Let's see how these devices with AI and ToF technologies stand out among products with those conventional technologies. And of course, I will explain their highlights in space management. Let's see. To better illustrate the highlights of our products, I would like to state the features of conventional technologies first. Other wireless transmissions such as Bluetooth and Wi-Fi tracking might negatively impact those customers and people, and because they have to carry their devices all the time to make those detections, and of course, it will cause privacy issues. The second one is the camera imaging, which might cause serious privacy concerns, and its wired installation makes it even more complicated. The third one is the infrared brain beam. It is another technology which has the low accuracy and it's very easy to be influenced and possibly to be very dangerous sometimes. Last is our thermal sensor, which might not be detect accurately and reliably all the time. So let me explain to you our technologies. The first technology Milesight has adopted for innovating our occupancy sensor VS121 is the embedded AI algorithm. Specifically, it could realize the space occupancy with high accuracy up to 98% and could do deep learning for enhancement. Combining AI and LoRaWAN technologies makes it able to state that VS121 occupancy sensor could keep 100% anonymous rate while detecting. So in this picture, it shows our AI workplace occupancy sensor VS121. As the picture shows, it can monitor a large range of space with high accuracy and 100% anonymity. Most importantly, it allows users to customize the detection regions up to 16 regions. Those statistics received could allow for data-backed decision-making, such as planning the workplace areas, promoting your staff's productivity, and saving cost at the same time. The second technology I'm going to explain is our 3D ToF technology for light crossing people counting. 3D ToF technology is utilized to measure the time it takes for a wave to travel from the source to an object and back. It will form 3D depth information. With this feature, we could guarantee its 100% anonymity, high accuracy for detecting, and also high adaptability in different light environments. Therefore, compared with conventional technologies, 3D ToF technology could provide you a more secure and accurate solution with lower data processing complexity. The last picture is our 3D ToF People Counting Sensor VS132. This is what Milesight 3D ToF People Counting Sensor VS132 can do. With the predefined virtual line, and it will be mounted on the entrances, VS132 could be able to count accurate light crossing people accurately with 100% anonymity and judge in and out motion smartly. As the right picture shows, if a person just walks up and down in the predefined area without walking past the in area, but finally he goes out, the in would not be valid and will not be counted. This means that VS132 could be able to detect the U-shaped tracks of people flow. The sensor's accuracy is guaranteed to avoid some unnecessary people counting. For example, It filters out redundant content of people who are wandering in the area, especially in some retail stores or buildings, to differentiate people who do not truly enter retail stores or buildings. Now, let's do a conclusion about the shared values of both the two sensors, which could be good for the space utilization. Those are their highlights, which are different from those conventional technologies. First of all, they both support LoRaWAN wireless deployment and they're very easy to configure. And also, it is highly compliant with GDPR, and they support both large detection areas and high accuracy. Most importantly, 100% anonymous detection rate would be their main highlights, which protects the privacy of people and support a secure and favorable environment. Last but not least, Milesight IoT cloud management and the ability to integrate with third parties platform provides users more options to manage them. I would like to explain the four highlighted parts here. If you have any questions, please type it in the question box and we'll answer you in the end Q&A section. Thank you. First of all, both VS132 3D ToF People Counting sensor and VS121 AI Workplace Occupancy sensor can detect large areas. Like the left picture is our VS132, which is mainly mounted on the top of the entrances and could cover around 24 square meters based on mounting height. And it has got a mounting height of 3 meters. The covering range will be 24 square meters. Besides its bidirectional light crossing counting, the detecting area has been distinguished with in and out areas. For better distinguishing this area, this is called the U-turn design. It is for your smarter detection like what we talked before. And look at the right picture. This shows our VS121 AI Workplace Occupancy sensor, which is mostly utilized in the pre-setting space such as workplace meeting rooms, and it could detect up to 78 square meters depending on mounting height also. Most importantly, users are allowed to customize up to 16 detecting areas for further arrangements. So, large detection area could help with arranging your space more effectively, and moreover, you're allowed to manage your area smartly for saving unfavored and unnecessary cost. Another one I'd like to explain is the 100% anonymous rate detection. Both VS132 and VS121 sensors are based on LoRaWAN, which has the feature of not being able to transmit data, including personally identifiable information. Moreover, 3D ToF technology of VS132 can get 3D ToF information only. Therefore, we can conclude that those two products are highly user-friendly and highly compliant with GDPR. This one I'd like to explain is the both shared value of VS121 and VS132. They could all support multi-IoT cloud. This is a specialized cloud platform majoring in displaying intuitive statistics and allowing for setting triggers to personalized actions between end nodes with different presetting conditions. This platform could help with optimizing your experience and managing your things smartly. This one, the shared value I'd like to explain is that both of them could support and compatible with multiple frequently used systems through the Milesight LoRaWAN gateways because it has equipped it with multiple internet protocols. So, and also I want you to highlight this part. VS132 could also support APIs, which is a type of software interface offering a service to other software. This feature makes our products even more competitive. Besides those shared values, VS121 AI Workplace Occupancy Sensor and VS132 ToF People Counting Sensor have got their own special highlights, which are more targetable for users with different demands. Let's see their special highlights. As we talked before, VS121 occupancy sensor has integrated with AI deep learning technology with a high accuracy up to 98% and could be enhanced with continuous deep learning. For VS121, it also provides the option of 16 customized regions for improved methods of precise detection. Due to the independence of each region, those regions are able to detect and trigger alarms individually. So, it could satisfy special application demands to truly accomplish customization. And look at the third picture here. VS121 is also able to do some simple light rousing people counting with a 98% accuracy. This is optional, so you can do either light rousing people counting or space occupancy detection. But for more specialized light rousing people counting applications, we would recommend VS132 more. The last one is a very important highlight of VS121. It has already integrated with Milesight D2D communication. This makes it more compatible and high efficiency in working with Milesight LoRaWAN devices quickly and directly. As you can see, it could work with other Milesight devices and do the triggers and connections within only 1 second. Now, let's see what special highlights has our VS132 got. Obviously, 3D ToF technology helps VS132 to calculate phase differences with forming 3D depth information. This is for both accurately detection and anonymous rates for the people counting. And also, BS132 has a high capacity of storing 1 million data locally, which means it allows to check and track long-running statistics. All the valuable information will be kept awaiting orders, and the large storage capacity could guarantee the data security for some disconnected emergencies. The third picture here shows the remote device hub. This is the platform which controls BS132 and could make it easier to be further managed and visited remotely. The last picture in the right part is that VS132 supports flexible installation methods for meeting different scenarios demands, and the reserved general credit hole creates great convenience for independent mounting. After the brief introduction of both those two products, I expect you might have a general understanding of our Milesight products specifying on people counting and space occupancy detection. I'd like to share some applications with VS121 and VS132 individually, and then I will state out the integrated smart space solution with both of them and other recommended products. Let's see. First of all, let's see the topology diagram of VS121. What can it bring to us? Like the other Milesight end nodes, this is the clear and simple topology diagram for this device. AI Workplace Occupancy Sensor could transmit its data collected through wireless LoRaWAN transmission to UG65 LoRaWAN gateway, and then being processed by its embedded network server, finally being visualized or utilized on the Milesight IoT cloud platform. So this picture is the situation of the workplace utilization. I'm gonna state out what can our VS 121 do in this workplace. Let's see. First of all, with the accurate occupancy counting rate, it is able to monitor the real-time occupancy conditions of the rooms, such as the meeting rooms and other office areas. Therefore, officers and managers could be able to manage the space and will utilize all the conditions. Moreover, D2D helps with quick connections and bidirectional data transmission with multi-products, which save not only your time but also your energy and cost. Simply like crossing people counting makes it more versatile and could adapt in different scenarios such as the entrances to get people flow statistics for supporting further analysis. Let me explain the scenario shown on the picture. In the entrance, VS 121 could be mounted to do some simple like crossing people counting and collect the visiting rate of the office building daily, weekly, and monthly. And then in the office utilization, you could adopt VS 121 and mount it on the top of the meeting rooms to detect the room occupancy data. And then connect the data with the smart display panel or some other things to do some presetting systems. Then you will be allowed to visualize the real-time conditions of all the meeting rooms in your office and avoid the meeting room's time conflicts or something. With those presetting triggers, users could connect the occupancy conditions with light switches such as the HVAC system for switching all of them if nobody's detected in the area for saving your energy. VS 121 could allow for customizing 16 regions. Users could use it to detect the distributive conditions of working stations to manage and arrange workers appropriately. And then, this is the topology diagram of VS 132, our people counting sensor. This is that it's got up to 99.5% accuracy based on advanced 3D time-of-flight technology. It can integrate not only with our gateways and embedded network server, but also with the third-party solutions. It has got different powering options such as DC or PoE power supply. So here is a commercial store situation, which has got a large quantity of people flow daily. With the help of 3D ToF technology, VS132 could be able to manage a space with the ultra-high 99.5% accuracy rate and 100% anonymous rate without concerning the privacy problems. As a people counting sensor, it is able to be mounted on the top of entrances of the commercial streets, stores, or other entrances. By applying it, people can obtain peak time data for future analysis, like doing some retail analytics, anti-epidemic measurement, and other shopping mall analytics for future arrangement or improvement. For instance, with the people counting statistics, shop owners could be able to collect the data of people flow in different times of the day or the day of the month or the year. Those data could provide something for shop owners to analyze and decide when to set up the shop and to judge the peak time and peak season of those products and make some database decisions later. Different from other conventional technologies such as the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and the camera, VS132 are more accepted by those customers, visitors, and passengers. Crowdedness statistics are providing evidence for some anti-epidemic measurement and customers' comfortability measurement. More functions and more applications have yet to be discovered, so you can customize it. So, Both VS121 and VS132 could bring you a more statistical support for making database decisions and decrease the mistaken rate for managing things well and better. Now, let's do a conclusion with smart space utilization solution with both occupancy and people counting sensor. Please look from the down left, firstly, in the entrances. Let's see. At the entrance of the commercial building, a VS132 will be mounted on the top of the gate frame for better covering a large area and monitor the people flow of this building accurately. Users could be able to analyze peak hours of the buildings and more. Going upstairs, you can see this is a kind of public environment. You can manage it by VS121, such as doing some room occupancy detection and people distribution. Heading up to the next level, VS132 and VS121 could cooperate with each other to manage the people flow and manage people distributions. Those information are helpful for managing the space of this restaurant and manage the tables appropriately. The next situation of the next level is a gym club. VS121 and the VS132 could cooperate with each other to detect the people flow and crowdedness of different areas in the gym to manage the fitness equipment better. They could also provide crowdedness metrics for keeping the space environment better and healthier. To sum up, people counting and occupancy solution could focus on different areas and help with understanding space utilization and managing the overall space well. Finally, here is a Milesight smart space solution, which we have got real examples mentioned, and I think this will provide you a reference of using Milesight products for a very complete achievement of a smart solution. First of all, in the office area, a 3D ToF People Counting sensor could be installed on different entrances of the place to manage the people flow effectively. In the next part, we have got the spot leak detection sensor. This is the one to monitor the water leakage, such as the machine rooms, and to detect if there is any water leakage and avoid heavy losses because it will warn you. This PIR and the light sensor here is able to connect with the light switches to manage the light of the room appropriately for saving your energy. Heading up to the next part, this is the meeting room, so you can adopt AI Workplace Occupancy Sensor, which could provide very quick connecting options with cooperating with such as the IoT display, light switch system, and HVAC system for managing meeting rooms effectively and visualize those data. The next one is the magnetic contact switches, and it will enable some window and door management to secure your space and enables timely monitoring. Smart portable socket over here could satisfy your electrical applications with ease. With presetting triggers and power consumption measurements, it allows for remote on and off, overload protection, time based on and off, and so on. All those conditions allows you to manage your space safely and cost effectively. And next one is the indoor air quality sensor, which allows for detection of different environmental parameters and allows for further connections. And next, the last one is our smart button. It's also an option to do Milesight D2D quick connections and make life easier and smarter and quicker. As you can see, all products are doing their specific jobs and communicate with each other smartly. Moreover, we are also providing our LoRaWAN gateway with embedded NS, It is compatible with Milesight IoT Cloud and third-party management platforms through APIs or familiar Internet protocols. Now, let's do a conclusion and we are heading up to the Q&A section. Let's see. We have talked about both VS121, the workplace occupancy sensor, and the VS132, the 3D ToF People Counting sensor. Both of them will satisfy your space utilization applications. They will manage your space. VS121 is mostly used to do the occupancy detections with a high accuracy up to 98% and 100% anonymous rate for detection. VS132 would provide you with ultra-high 99.5 accuracy rate to count the people who are passing through the predefined area. Both of them are compliant with GDPR and could be managed easily, so don't worry about the privacy problems. They could cooperate with each other to optimize your space utilization, as what we have talked today.